Ooh, child. Ooh, chale. Oh my gosh. Hey guys, it's Jordan here. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're going to be discussing impeachment. So I'm filming this on December 19th, 2019. Yesterday was a big day in American history. The 44th President of the United States, Donald John Trump, has been impeached by the United States House of Representatives. Before we get started with this video, disclaimer. If you don't agree with me, you can watch the video and you can comment down below and we can have a peaceful, respectful discussion about why we disagree on some things. But if you disagree with me and you're gonna come in my comment section with mess, just leave now. Just leave. Impeachment. What the hell is going on? So, unless you've been under a rock, you have seen that President Donald Trump has been impeached. But for average Americans, like, you probably really don't understand what that means. If you're over the age of 30, you've been probably getting all your information from Facebook. If you're under the age of 30, like me, you've probably been getting all your information from Twitter. And a lot of times the media can be oversaturated and it's confusing. So I'm basically just gonna like give you a little rundown of what the hell is going on. So December 18, 2019, the United States House of Representatives voted on 2 articles of impeachment. Article 1 was on abuse of power, and according to Democrats, Trump abused presidential powers by soliciting a foreign government to investigate his political opponent in the 2020 U.S. election. So some bullet points under that. 1. He solicited Ukraine to announce investigations into a 2020 opponent. Spoiler alert, the opponent is Joe Biden. 2. He pressured Ukraine to announce investigation by withholding a meeting with military aid. And 3, he compromised U.S. national security and using the powers of the presidency for his personal political benefit, which is no bueno. And according to a quote from the article, it says, President Trump has demonstrated that he will remain a threat to national security and the Constitution if allowed to remain in office. That was on Article 1. And so the House of Representatives voted 230 for the article, which was literally all Democrats and 1 independent. And then 194 against, which was majority Republican, but there are a couple Democrats sprinkled in there, and then 1 present. So present means that they decided not to vote against, but also not to vote for, and that person was Tulsi Gabbard. She's a representative from Hawaii, and she is currently running for president. So I wonder what her campaign's gonna look like after this. Let's just say that. So that's on Article 1. Article 2 was obstruction of Congress. So Democrats say that Trump obstructed congressional attempts to investigate him and denied the House its power of impeachment. So some bullet points under that. 1. He directed the White House and the Departments of State, Energy, and Defense to defy subpoenas and withhold documents. 2. He directed admin officials, including his chief of staff, not to cooperate with committees. 3. His stonewalling of congressional subpoenas and requests is a violation of the Constitution. So basically this article is about him not cooperating, a big thing about the trial, a reason a lot of people don't necessarily agree with the impeachment, because some people think that there wasn't sufficient evidence, there wasn't enough evidence, and people argue that if the witnesses came to the hearings and gave their testimony, then there would be more evidence of his wrongdoing. But Congress is the Article 2 is all about saying that Donald Trump hindered those witnesses from coming to testify, therefore proving his guiltiness. That makes sense. So a quote from the article says, President Trump has acted in a manner grossly incompatible with self-governance and the rule of law. So on Article 2, the House voted 239 for, all Democrats, 1 independent, and 198 against. All Republicans except 3 Democrats voted against. And then the one present, which again was Tulsi Gabbard. So although President Trump has officially been impeached, he will go down in history as being the 3rd ever president to be impeached after Andrew Johnson and Bill Clinton, but he is still the president of the United States. So basically what happened is it's up to the House to vote on impeachment, it's up to the Senate to vote to remove him from office. So no president thus far has been removed from office. So the House of Representatives, which is currently majority Democrat, they voted to impeach Donald Trump. The Senate right now is majority Republican, so they more than likely will not remove him as president. This is the exact opposite of what happened exactly 21 years ago in 1998. If you're over the age of 30, you may vaguely remember it, or you may remember it very vividly. I personally was barely 2 months old at the time, so I don't remember it at all. But basically the exact opposite happened. So Bill Clinton, obviously Democratic president. At the time, the House was Republican and the Senate was majority Democrat. So basically, President Clinton got impeached for perjuring himself, for basically lying under oath that he had an affair with Monica Lewinsky, which the House decided to impeach him on. Then the articles of impeachment move on to the Senate, and the Senate decided not to remove him from office, and that's why Bill Clinton is still, he fulfilled all 4 of his years. So the exact opposite is happening with Donald Trump. The only difference is this happened in his first term, and he's up for re-election in the fall, and with Clinton it happened during his second term, so he just had to fulfill his second term, and that was it. So basically we move into what can we do now. Like I said, President Trump is closing out his first term, hopefully his only term, but yes, he's up for re-election in the fall, and so now it's, the House already voted, the Senate will vote, majority, probably not to remove him from office. So after the Senate votes, it is up to the hands of the public. So we have all the information right here, or the information that was allowed to us. We have the 2 articles of impeachment, and so it's basically up to us if we want to re-elect him for another 4 years. So basically what can you do? Glad you asked. So luckily 4 years are almost up. In November, on November 3rd, 2020, that sounds weird, November 3rd, 2020, we were able to vote on who we want to become our president. So what you can do till then is you can share this video, just share all the information you can about the impeachment process and what's going down in politics right now. Share it as much as you can, have conversation with your family, friends, whoever. Step 2, help people get registered to vote. And step 3, the most important step of all, you yourself get out there and vote on November 3rd, 2020. But yeah, that is all for this video, guys. Like I said, if you want to have a healthy discussion down below, feel free to comment down below and we can have a discussion. Also follow me on Instagram and Twitter so you can get more updates about me and my life, my muses, my endeavors. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.